Hello everyone, welcome back to the SharePoint Beginner to Advanced series. In today's video, we are going to deeply understand SharePoint permissions, how access is controlled, how data is protected, and how to configure real-world scenarios like HR access. So, what are permissions in SharePoint? Permission defines what action user can perform. By default, SharePoint inherits permissions, but we can customize them when business scenarios demand it. Uh, So we can apply SharePoint permissions at different level. SharePoint permissions decide who can do what, and can be customized if required. So why permissions are important? So permissions are critical because they protect sensitive business data and prevent unauthorized access or accidental deletions. Like sometimes we delete a user just delete the file. So if we don't give them a permission to do certain kinds of actions, we can be save our files and document library. So in simple language, permission safeguard confidential information and prevent unauthorized changes. We have certain common permission levels: full control, edit, contribute, read. So in full control permission level, the we generally give this to global administration or site administrative, where he has the access throughout all the SharePoint site. In edit permission, the user or the group of SharePoint can have edit, delete, and add permission. In contribute, they can only add and edit. They cannot delete the file or item. In read permission, they only have the view access only to for the file or library. These are the default SharePoint groups. We have three default SharePoint groups: owners, members, and visitors. Owners do have full control over the site. Members can edit, and visitors can read the file only. So default group make permission management easier and more structured. Where does SharePoint permissions can be applied? We can apply SharePoint permissions at site level, list level, item level, library, folder level, and file level as well. So SharePoint allows permissions at multiple level because it supports flexible and business needs. Inheritance. So in inheritance, permission inherit from parent. For example, if we create a SharePoint site and we create a list in that particular SharePoint site, so that list will inherit the permission of the SharePoint site. And w- but and Like it is very cautious to break the SharePoint inheritance. Whenever we need to create custom permission, then only we should break the inheritance permission inheritance. Share versus manage access. Uh, so in simple terms, is share is for collaboration and manage access is for governance. So as you can see in difference, like share give access, and in manage we review and remove access. SharePoint has quick actions and manage access had administrative. Share only is user focused and manage access is permission focused. So for example, share a document with read access and manage access to verify who has the access. Let us move us for a demo. In demo, we will go through how to create how to create site permissions, how to create list permission, how to break inheritance, how do we configure HR team, and we will look into some best practice. So let's move to SharePoint site for creating a SharePoint permission. So I am now in my inside my SharePoint site. So before touching any list or data, it's very important to understand how site level permission work. So site, and I'll click on site permissions. So as you see on every SharePoint site, permissions start at the site level. So here we can clearly see three default group created automatically by SharePoint site. We have owners, members, and visitors. So owners have full control. They can manage permissions, setting, list, and everything in the site. Members have edit access, as you can see, limited control. So they can edit, and delete content across the site. As you can see, site visitors here it says no control, but visitors have read access. They can only view content but cannot change anything. So by default, this permission applied to everything inside the site, all lists, libraries, and pages. So why site permissions alone are not enough? Because now here is the real problem. If we rely only on site level permissions, everyone in the members group can edit every list, including sensitive list like leave request or HR project management or HR details, everything. So this means this if we can see a risk like this means any normal user accidentally or intentionally modify employee records, leave request record or HR record. So it is like for security and compliance, this is not acceptable to give only have the site level permission. So instead of changing the entire site, we securely only change the file level permission or folder level permission or list level permissions. So for that, we will open one list. As you can see, I have a leave request list here, and I'll go to setting. I'll click on list setting. Here I can see I have an option for permission for this list. So notice this message here. It clearly says this list is inheriting permission from this site. This means whatever access user have at site level, they automatically have the same access to this list. I'll click on stop inheritance permission. So this is very important moment. By stopping inheritance, we are creating a unique permission boundaries for this list. Uh, like certain people have misconceptions like this action does not affect the site, other list or other libraries. So now we if we create any customized permission, so only this list now follow is that permission level. So not all the other list present in the site or this particular site will be controlled by that particular permission level. Now we will see how we can create a group and we can add them, give them an edit permission for this particular list. For that, I'll go to site content, and for that particular thing, we need to go into the site permissions, advanced permission setting, and here you can see we have an option to create a group. So I'll give lead only access. I'll create this group. We have to set the owner for this group. We have certain group settings like who can view the membership of the group. So if I'm creating a group to only have the permission on this particular list, i'll I'll keep it as it is, group members who can edit the membership of the group. I'll add the group owner. You can select group member as well, like any of the member of the particular group can modify the group settings. Membership request, basically this is something like if I've added someone in the group, so the owner will receive a notification, a request like this particular person want to join or leave this group. We have auto accept and request. So by default, SharePoint select no. As you can see, caution, if you select yes for auto accept request option, any user requesting access to the group will automatically be added as a member of the group and receive the permission level associated with the group. So this is something kind of risk to add to select yes for this particular option. Now here you can see we have permission group level groups member. So we can give code control, design, edit, contribute, read, and restricted view. So here you can see full control, has full control over the list. Design can view, add, update, delete, or approve, and customize. Edit can add, edit, and delete view. Can view, add, update, and delete all list items and document. Contribute can view, add, update, and delete list item and documents. So I'll select edit and I'll create this group. Now I'll go to that particular list. list setting, permission. As you can see, I only have three groups, so I can grant that group permission to this level. It's like we have an option. If you click on hide option, you get a check, send an email invitation. So for the best practice, do uncheck it, because if you add all the members, and for example you already had particular group and you have 10 members in that group and you are trying to add another member in this group, so that particular person will get the email notification that this particular is added in the group. So as you can see, this group we just created, I'll click on this, I'll select the permission as edit, and I'll click share. So if we refresh the page, you will see that group will be added in that particular list and has the edit control. We can add member in this group. Click on this new button, add user, same, and we can share. So why group, creating group and adding them in the particular list is a best practice, because now if we want to add any particular user and need to give this particular permission level, we need to add that individual to that list but individually. We can simply add that person in this group and he has the permission level you decided while creating the group. So this helps, like by not uh, making us like coming again and again and create add a user in the particular list and give him the permission level individually. We can simply come here, we can add them in this group, and that's done, he has the permission of that particular group. So like we have people do some common mistake, like some very common mistake I see in real projects are like they give edit access to everyone, like assigning permissions to individual, breaking inheritance everywhere without planning, never reviewing manage access. So you have to go to a particular list or particular SharePoint library to see manage access, like you can review there who has the who has the what permission, which user had what permission to that particular list and library. So time to time you have to go there and you have to see that manage access. So there are some best practice, so always remember, like use role based group like HR team or lead level permission, or you can give the proper name, so you can understand by the name itself like for what you created this group and to whom you created this group. Always follow the least privilege principle, like whenever you are adding a new member, always follow the least level privilege. uh, Avoid item level permission unless it's required. Item level permission is I have 10, for example, if I go to my list, so you can also give the item level permissions, like for we have three members in the group and I want to show this item to two members and I don't want to show the item to one particular member, so we can also set the item level permission as well. But always avoid item level permissions because it's not necessary many of the times. So document all permission changes, and we can, and as I said, review access like periodically. So that's all about SharePoint permission, how to create a group, how to assign a permission, and how to add members to that particular group and assign that group to a list. So what we learned today is like how to create, how SharePoint permission works, what are the owners, members, and visitor role in SharePoint site and site permissions. We also learned about permission inheritance, list level security, how to create a group, and what are the best practice. So if this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and continue your SharePoint learning journey. See you in the next episode.